right, y'all. This morning, man, we got the pleasure of speaking to a physician, TV host, and #1 New York Times best-selling author, and he is helping millions of people lose, that's right, thousands of unwanted pounds with his new book, The Last 15. Y'all, please welcome the one and only Dr. Ian Smith. Dr. Ian, what up, man?
Hey, y'all. Good to see you in person.
Yes, sir.
Live in the flesh.
Yes, sir. Happy to have you this morning, man.
I see y'all on IG all the time watching the clips.
Yeah.
And so I'm not in the car much, but I see y'all on IG. But to see y'all in person, it feels good.
No, man, we always happy to have you because you always bringing some good information. And now you are back at it. So your new book, The Last 15, tell us what is it all about, the last 15 pounds, and why is this, is it so hard to lose?
Yeah. Well, first of all, people who say all the time to me, man, I've been doing well, but I'm down to 10 or 15 pounds. I can't get rid of it. What is it? And what I try to tell people is that it's not that they're doing something wrong. They have to do a different right. And let me tell you what's happening. The body does not want to lose weight. The body's natural proclivity is to hold on to weight. And so when you've been losing weight over a period of time, the body's like, man, what are you doing to me? Like, how is this happening? Then the body figures out what you're doing, and it fights back. So when you reach a plateau, it's not a bad thing. It's your body saying, you've been beating me, now I'm fighting back.
Right.
Now you have to change course. And so in the last 15, I'm teaching people in 7 weeks how to eat foods that are probably already in your house, affordable, healthy, tasty, easily accessible. But how do you combine those nutrients so that you can get your body to metabolize, reset, to also to stabilize your blood sugars, and then to burn fat. And so it's 7 weeks. Each week has a different strategy, a different goal. 1 week is resetting your metabolism. 1 week is protein power. Not enough people are eating enough protein, by the way, particularly African Americans. We need more protein to build muscle, to boost our metabolism.
Right.
And then carb cycling. Everyone keeps saying carbs are bad for you. That's ridiculous. Carbs are the body's #1 fuel source.
Right.
Bad carbs are bad for you, but good carbs are good for you.
I think you just answered the question. Because I was going to ask you when you're on a roll and you're working out and you're doing good, and then your body just stops losing weight and you hit a plateau.
Well,
and that's what this book is about.
That's right. Because here's the thing: as you lose weight, people don't realize that as you lose weight, you need fewer calories.
Right.
So if you are eating the same number of calories you were eating when you were heavier, now that you're smaller, you are no longer creating that calorie deficit. So the weight stops. It's all science. The weight stops. So what should you do?
And people get frustrated
and you
give
get
up.
frustrated. You give up. You say, "Oh, this isn't working." It's not that the plan's not working. You just got to change it up. So I have this Facebook group. It's called The Last 15 group on Facebook. People should join it. We got thousands of people. I'm helping people every week on Zooms and free exercises. But someone this morning posted, "Man, I lost 7 pounds the first week, and now I lost 2 pounds the second week."
Right.
But I'm like, that's good.
That's still
right?
good.
That's still good, right?
Yeah.
People have the perspective, Ricky, of people when they're trying to lose weight. They want so much so fast. And weight loss doesn't work that way. And Brad, you know that.
I know, because you feel like you give so much when you do start eating right and working out and you lose that first 7. You look forward to that next 7. So when it's only 2, you kind of let down and depressed, like, damn, and you want to give up.
That's right.
Like, I might as well go and eat that cheesecake.
Exactly.
I do understand. We go way back. I
Yeah.
did Celebrity Fit Club, and you was,
That's right.
Oh, Lord, and it's really not an easy thing. You really have to get your mind focused, and you
Right.
have to eat right. You got to do all. It's like it seems like it's so much to have to do.
See, but that's why I'm glad you said that. It's mind, right? So I'm telling people this year it's the 3 C's.
Right.
You got to commit, you got to be consistent, and you got to challenge yourself.
Right.
That's
The
it.
body is only going to transform if you challenge yourself. So for women in particular who are out there who are doing a lot of cardio, you got to lift weights because muscle burns more calories. That's why guys lose weight faster than women, not because guys are better. They have more muscle mass. So more protein and more weightlifting, either bands or gym equipment, that causes weight loss. So things like that, your perspective has to change.
Okay.
Wow.
So you emphasize that this plan is not a diet. However, people still lose weight. Why do you say that?
Because a diet typically is you're throwing everything out, you're resetting and emptying the cabinets in the fridge. This isn't it. This isn't a diet. This is a traditional meal plan with lots of food. You can be a vegan, a vegetarian, a pescatarian, it doesn't matter, a meat eater. And there's so much flexibility. There are 10 options for every single meal. And the reason why I say it's not a diet is because when you look at it, it's food you eat. Yes, there is chicken, there is a burger if you want a burger, there's pizza sometimes. It's all regular food, but how I combine your macros, your protein, your carbs, and your fat, how I combine them, that causes the weight loss, and that resets your metabolism.
So, Dr. Ian, for those with weight loss and it's stalled, Okay, so what are 3 things that they could do right away to get to the number of that on the scale moving again?
So the first thing I talk about in the last 15 is front loading your calories.
Right.
So eat most of your calories before 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon because you give yourself more time to burn off calories later in the day. People eat big meals, that's a mistake. The second thing is every meal should have some protein. The average person should consume between 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per desired pound. What does that
Right.
mean? So let's say you want to weigh, I'm just saying for sake of numbers, 100 pounds. You should be eating 70 to 100 grams of protein per day. Okay? And then the third thing is you got to do resistance training. You got to build muscles. I mean, muscle is the new fountain of youth. And so I'm trying to encourage people through my workout videos on Instagram, do these simple things 3 times a week, 60 minutes for the week, and you're going to see a big difference.
And I know I've done this. What are some of the things we may do while dieting or while on a diet that are sabotaging our diets, and preventing us from losing the weight?
Well, one thing people do is they stop eating, right? People say, well, I'm going to lose weight because I'm eating one meal.
And your ass real hungry.
Right. So 2 things happen. One, when you get really, really hungry, what do? You go to the nearest thing and you
Yes.
overindulge. So you consume too many calories at once. The second thing is when you are just eating 1 meal a day or a meal and a half a day, you switch your body into starvation mode because
Right.
your body says, man, I don't know if any food is coming again. And so your fat cells go into hibernation. So instead of burning fat, you hold on to fat. So a big mistake is people are actually under eating.
Hear that, Gary?
Yeah,
That's what you be
I
doing.
told
I
him.
know that.
You need to stop doing that.
I said, where are you? Where's half of you's gone?
Right. Gary, you
Yeah,
gotta
he
take
told
this
me that.
information now.
Yeah, I know, and I'm listening to it, but I'm not hungry.
I understand that, but you still got to be able to parse your calories out. I mean, when I saw you, your jeans ain't hitting you nowhere. Sorry.
You do a lot of time on the treadmill.
Yeah, and I do treadmill. I do like 30 minutes on the treadmill, but like I said, I'm just not hungry. I mean,
Hold that thought, y'all. We're not done yet. More with Dr. N coming up next, man. If you have a question, you can give us a call at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. We got the one and only Dr. N Smith in the building. More up next. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Hey, we are back with physician, TV host, and #1 New York Times best-selling author, Dr. N Smith in the building. And we are so excited about his new book, The Last 15, which is a program designed to help people shed those final, Gary, stubborn pounds. Final.
yeah.
Final, stubborn. Go, Alfreda, you had a question.
Yeah, I did. So, Dr. Ian, you say that weightlifting and, strengthening is so important, but can you swap like yoga and Pilates in for that? Isn't that using your own body as weight?
I'm glad you asked that. So yes, that is what's called body weight exercise. But if you really want to grow muscle, and I'm not saying you got to grow huge muscle, but if you want to grow muscle that's going to be beneficial to weight loss, you actually have to push weight more than your body weight. You have to actually damage the muscle. The way muscle is built is that you damage the muscle, and then the muscle repairs. And when the muscle repairs after your workout, it grows just a little bit. And so that's why when you keep working out, it grows a little, grows a little, grows a little. And so that's also why you need protein.
Right.
You eat protein, the body digests the protein, breaks it down to something called amino acids. Then you work out, and when you work out, the amino acids get incorporated into your muscle tissue, and you have bigger muscles. You're just not going to get that doing Pilates and yoga. I'm not saying those aren't good exercises, but you have to really do strength training to build your muscles considerably.
Got it. Thanks.
Well, you know what, Dr. Ian, we all know that losing weight is a physical and a mental battle, okay? So for somebody who has tried everything, and they feel stuck, where should they start today?
I think that the first thing people can do is cut your portions. Literally. Like, say to yourself, okay, listen, I'm going to eat half of what I usually eat at lunch, half of what I eat at dinner. I'm not saying count calories. I'm saying visually, you can see what you typically eat, cut it in half. That's the start.
For how long?
For at least 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks. The second thing I would say to people is that if you could do a swap out, if you could drink a shake or eat soup for one of your meals every day, you're going to cut your calories by at least 200 or 300 just by doing that. Okay?
That's a healthy shake, not a banana smoothie shake.
No. But you can make those healthy. In the book, in the last 15, I have over 55 recipes people can make very easily.
Right.
Okay.
But you can make that. I mean, I drink shakes in the morning. I'm a berry guy, so I'm very simple. I drink almond milk, blueberries, bananas, and some yogurt.
Okay.
And here's the trick, by the way, with yogurt. Look at the sugar in yogurt. Look at the sugar. You shouldn't have more than 6 grams of sugar in your yogurt.
Okay.
And even though yogurt is healthy, right? We all say yogurt.
Right.
But you got to look at the sugar content. You want to get at least 10 to 15 grams of protein in your yogurt and less than 6 grams of sugar and less than 200 calories.
I was watching my 600-pound life. I saw a lady.
Here we go.
I saw a lady.
I love that show, by the way.
That's my show too.
I love that show.
I saw a lady put a full focus on a bed of rice. I said, I can't believe it.
Man,
She did what?
Say that again.
A full focus on a bed of rice.
no, sir.
Oh,
Stupid.
Okay. So,
getting it, boy.
Dr. Ian.
No, I am.
Okay.
No.
Dr. Ian.
No. Sir, let me ask you a question. So I know I've done
You're
this.
wrong for that.
He's
Go
so
ahead.
wrong
Sorry.
for it.
You're wrong for that. Go ahead.
What are some things that we may do while dieting that are sabotaging our diets and preventing us from losing weight? What are some of those things?
Well, one of the things that people do is they tend to think, for example, if I'm eating something that's low calorie, let's say, for example, I'm having, a low calorie soup or a low calorie sandwich, then you turn around and then you drink soda. And you drink a high sugar, which is counteracting the low calories that you just consumed.
Right.
People have to understand that there are calories in liquids. I mean, a calorie is a calorie is a
So
calorie.
much sugar and stuff is in juice, and you think juice is healthy. Like, I'm going to drink cranberry juice.
Or coffee.
Yeah.
People will take coffee
Yeah.
is healthy.
Yeah.
People will take coffee that's about 25 calories in a cup, or 15 to 20 calories, and they will go and dump 400. Talk about a Ford Focus. They put 400 or 500 calories in a cup, and
Yeah.
now they've turned coffee into a meal.
Yep.
So people
What's
have
the
to
best
watch.
sweetener?
My sweetener,
Yeah.
sugar,
The regular sugar.
regular sugar.
Yep.
I don't do anything synthetic.
Yep. That's what I
Artificial
heard.
ingredients, all these
John
things.
Lyon.
Go with the
Really, John?
Yeah, John Lyon taught me that.
All right, look, we're going to take your phone. Can we take the phone calls on the other side? All right, y'all hit us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Any weight loss questions for Dr. Ian? All right, y'all, more Ricky Smiley Morning Show coming up. Dr. Ian Smith joining us. Hey, y'all get at us if you have any questions on weight loss, 866-9-RICKY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Ian. I have a problem with not losing weight. It's more so of gaining weight. Within a span of maybe 5 months, I may have lost 30 pounds or more. What can I do?
Well, the first thing is when people have unexplained or unintentional weight loss, that is very concerning in the sense of you have to go see a doctor to make sure that something else is not happening. It is not typical for someone to lose that amount of weight for that short period of time without trying to lose that. So my advice right away, and I'm not trying to scare you, but just to be very honest, go talk to your doctor to make sure that something else is not going on, because that's just not typically what happens.
All right, y'all with Dr. Ian Smith. Good morning.
Yes, I want to know how does he feel about losing weight by using a calorie deficit?
Yeah, well, that's a very elegant question, by the way. A calorie deficit basically is a mathematical model which says that the calories in must be less than the calories out. So that difference, let's say you consume 1,000 calories,
Right.
but you burn off 1,500, your deficit is 500 calories. And so you need to have a calorie deficit actually to lose weight. That's what causes weight loss. So in the last 15, you don't have to count the calories. I do it for you. But what I'm doing is I'm creating your calorie deficit so that you can continue to lose weight. So calorie deficits are a good thing.
All right, y'all with Dr. Ian Smith. Good morning.
My question is, I understand that the increase in protein is needed to lose weight. However, how do you get that protein in when you have kidney disease?
That's a really good question. So people who have kidney disease have to be careful of how much protein they're taking in, which is why you specifically have to talk to your doctor to see how much they recommend. But also the source of protein is important. I know we talk about red meat having a lot of protein, but forget red meat. You look at things like chicken, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines that have also omega-3s, which are good for your heart, good for your brain. Also plant protein, chickpeas, lentils, legumes, very important. Beans, very important. So first of all, talk to your doctor to make sure you get the right amount of protein, but then look at good, clean protein sources.
All right, y'all with Dr. Ian. Good morning.
If you're in your 50s, you're in your late 50s, I'm 59 years old, and I'm going through menopause, and no matter what kind of diet I try, I am not losing any weight. What is it that he suggests I should do?
Well, that's a great question. My September book, by the way, is a menopause book, believe it or not. It's about helping people, women, lose weight during menopause. That comes out in September. It's called The New Menopause Kitchen. But for now, what I would suggest you do is reduce your cortisol levels, that's your stress hormone. So making sure that you are exercising slowly in the morning, making sure that you're increasing your protein to help stabilize your blood sugars. But lastly, also make sure your hormone levels are stable. Check with your doctor, get some blood tests, make sure your hormones are right, because that can cause a big difference as far as weight gain.
All right, Dr. N, let everybody know how they can follow you and get a copy of your book, The Last 15.
Yes, the book is at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. Also, my Facebook group. If you get the book and want help with it, join us. It's called The Last 15 group on Facebook. We do free Zoom sessions for you. And also on Instagram, I post a lot of videos at Dr. Ian Smith. On Instagram, spell the doctor out, Ian Smith, and send me some DMs if you have some questions on Instagram.
There it is, y'all. Thank you for joining us this morning. Y'all give it up for the one and only Dr. Ian Smith.
Thanks, y'all. Good seeing y'all.
Yes, sir.